Imagine fighting tooth and nail in a grueling tennis battle that pushes you to your absolute limits, all while your dream of competing at the prestigious WTA Finals hangs in the balance. That's exactly what Jasmine Paolini pulled off in Ningbo, and it's the kind of comeback that leaves fans on the edge of their seats in a thrilling quarterfinal clash at the AUX Ningbo Open. Italian star Jasmine Paolini staged an incredible recovery to edge out Switzerland's Belinda Bencic, the number 6 seed, in a match that lasted a whopping 3 hours and 22 minutes. The final score? 5-7, 5-7, 7-5, 6-3 in Paolini's favor. For those new to tennis, this means Paolini dropped the first set and even lost her serve early in the second. But she dug deep, turning the tide to claim victory. This wasn't just any win. It was the longest match Paolini has endured all season, surpassing her previous marathon, a 2-hour, 47-minute defeat to Amanda Anisimova in the Beijing quarterfinals. In fact, this epic encounter ranks as the joint 11th longest on the WTA Tour this year, highlighting just how physically and mentally demanding professional tennis can be. But here's where it gets really exciting. Paolini's triumph keeps her qualification hopes for the WTA Finals in Riyadh very much alive. For beginners, the WTA Finals are like the Super Bowl of women's tennis, where the top 8 players of the year battle it out on a round-robin format for glory and big prizes. It's the ultimate year-end showcase. Right now, everything hinges on the outcome of the final quarterfinal on Friday, where Elena Rybakina faces Ajla Tomljanovic. If Rybakina stumbles and loses, Paolini automatically secures her spot in Riyadh. However, should Rybakina advance with a win, Paolini will have to take her down in the semi-finals to lock in the coveted place. Talk about high stakes, it's like a plot twist in a sports movie that keeps you guessing. Paolini, seeded number 2 in the tournament, had to rally from a set and a break deficit not once, but twice, to overcome Bencic's strong challenge. The Swiss player even had a chance to close it out, serving for the match at 5-4 in the second set, but Paolini's resilience shone through. Bencic herself had been on a roll, having just survived the season's absolute longest match in the previous round, a 3-hour, 33-minute thriller where she outlasted Yulia Starodubtseva on Wednesday. To add to the drama, Bencic called for a medical timeout while trailing 4-3 in the third set against Paolini, and by the end, her mobility was noticeably affected, which surely made the loss even tougher to swallow. Reflecting on the intensity right after the match in her on-court interview, Paolini didn't hold back. One of the toughest matches I've ever played, honestly. Belinda is an amazing player and a really good person. Today she deserved to win as well. So it was incredibly hard. I'm just happy I managed to hang in there. Early on, I was making way too many errors and couldn't quite hit my top form. But I focused on fighting for every single point and somehow flipped the script. Her words capture the sportsmanship and raw emotion that make tennis so captivating. And this is the part most people miss. While Paolini's grit is inspiring, some might argue that Bencic's physical struggles in the final set raised questions about whether the match's length was fair play or if more support for player health should be standard in these marathons. Could extended matches like this be taking a toll on athletes' long-term careers? It's a controversial angle in the world of pro tennis, where endurance is glorified, but burnout is a real risk. For more details, check out the full match reaction on the WTA site, along with live scores, draws, and the order of play for the AUX Ningbo Open. There's still more action to come in this tournament, so stay tuned. Will Paolini make it to Riyadh, or will she have to battle Rybakina for her spot? What do you think, tennis fans? Does Paolini's comeback solidify her as a top contender, or was Bencic robbed by that injury timeout? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Agree, disagree, or drop your predictions for the semis. Let's discuss.